Good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Oh man, let's see. All right, just wanted to come in for a little bit. I just ordered the bed sheets, and I told them that I'd like to change them myself. So I'm waiting. Uh, and if I put you all on hold for a second, it's because I have to open the door, or uh, yeah, and then attend to grab my bed sheets. I told them that I would rather do my bed sheets myself. I picked up some towels yesterday. I picked up the uh, laundry that I did. I did the laundry yesterday, day before, excuse me. And I just picked up the laundry. This is a nice little resort, man. This is a little resort where I'm at. I'll upload videos today. I'm just gonna relax. Met some really good people yesterday. They're from the UK, and oh, and I forgot. Listen, if you're going to copy anything that I say it right. Mabuhay, bitches. Bitches. Mabuhay, bitches. Don't be like, "Mabuhay." You little cuck out there always imitating. They never watch me. They never watch me, but everything out of their mouth is something to do with with what I say, or what I'm eating, or what I'm doing. But they never watch me, because I'm so insignificant. So you little old cuck, make sure you say it right. It's Mabuhay, bitch. It's Mabuhay. Um, Buddy John, God bless. How you doing? Relaxing? Yes, I am. Listen, I'm even gonna show you, brother. Look, man, I ain't got no fucking shame at all. Look at this. I pulled out the bed sheets. I gotta pull. I took out the pillowcases. I did everything. So now I'm actually going to uh do my own bed sheets, man. I'm waiting on the lady to come in and do the bed, like bring me the new bed sheets. So I took everything off and I just folded it really nice and neat. And she's like, "You really want to?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I can do it." I'm not friggin' lazy, man. It's just I'm not doing anything today. I did laundry the day before yesterday in the bucket, and I'll upload all that shit. Because the thing is, and you got flying circus in the house. It is organized, John, and I'll tell you why. It's not because like, oh, that's their job. Listen, you guys, those that travel that actually don't sit in their house twinkling their toes and are actually out there living, understand, right? Listen, when you let people in your room, when you let people in, and it's not everybody, but you can't get complacent. You let things laying around. You leave money. You don't leave it purposely in places that you want people to take it, but you leave it on the table. They see your GoPro. They see your microphones. They see your drones. They see you don't want, okay, to give people an open window too much of what you have. Okay, now, is it their job? Yes. Could I put all my shit away? Yes. Do I want to do that? No. I don't want to fucking put my shit away. I'd rather do the shit myself. The lady even saw me yesterday. I said, "Mom, can I have 6 coat hangers?" She goes, "Is everything okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I just do my own laundry like when I'm out and about because the laundry services around here are so full and they're like 5 days out. I sit on the toilet, man, with the barrel and I just wash it with some liquid Tide and some freaking fabric softener, you know? Uh, but then you got guys like Twinkle Toes saying they have 8 to 10 year washing machine, and they get complacent. They forget, hey, everybody else is living while Wilson. Listen, I don't want nobody stealing my stuff. I don't put myself in a situation where it's going to be taken, and I'm very respectful. And the lady's like, "I can come in and help you." I said, "Ma'am, I'm sure you can, but I'm just relaxing today." You know what I mean? And I got to tell you, man, I don't mind. There are times that I don't do it because I have my stuff still stuck in my bag and I'm in my room, talking. Like I just finished talking to my kids and my mother, and she's like, "Hey, I like the bed sheet. I'll show you when the lady comes in, I'll show you the new bed sheet, John." And freaking flying circus. Maybe Twinkle Toes will like it. I think she said, "Do you have any personal preferences?" Right? I said, "I'd like something with some ocean life," because she gave me some unicorns yesterday when I was in here. The bedsheet was unicorn. I said, "I don't really think uh, I don't really think that unicorns are my type." My granddaughter likes unicorns. LG is a garbage brand, man. Even in the U.S., man, it's a garbage brand. Listen, even Maria got a friggin' Whirlpool. Even Maria got a Whirlpool. We were trying to go for the Maytag. She got a Whirlpool. Come on. And again, listen, to each your own. To each their own. Those that have, they say they have money, are still working on stuff that are like 1965. You know what I mean? They're playing a lot of catch up. It's a lot of catch up stuff, you know? I was going to request, did they have Popeye, Bluto, or Wimpy? Wimpy with twinkle toes would have been nice. The Wimpy one would have been, I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. That's like that. That's most of these guys here, freaking in the Bentayans, in the Cebu's, and the retirement freaking places. They'll say, I'll pay you Tuesday for some services today. Yeah, the high rollers. You know the high rollers. You know, I saw the video. I saw Popeye's video, and I couldn't believe the clown is fucking still talking about me. This is why I don't get too involved in this, because most of these fucking clowns are not fucking living. They're just sitting there. Show me the last time you actually took your significant other and sat down on a freaking. I was just outside. Listen, Maria's gone for 6 days. I had a little lady here yesterday. She's like, "This is really relaxing," and we hung out for a little while. And I was on the rocking chair. She goes, "There's like 15 rocking chairs here." I haven't uploaded anything, so you'll see where I am. I'm leaving today. I'll be leaving today, and then going to a new resort for the next 3 days. This place is not bad at all. And I gotta tell you, Maria's like, "Hey, let me know, when your company's gone." I said, "No, I'll let you know." She's out in Cebu doing her business. She's got responsibilities with her family and her friend, not friends, her son, her family. She's got responsibilities. And I'm here, and this girl was like, this is very comfortable. And I said, this is what you find when you actually go out and relax and you really are trying to retire in the Philippines. I'm actually looking for an apartment. You got Tim in the house. Tim, God bless. I'm actually looking for something a little bit more permanent. I'm going to tell you something. The Philippines is not a lifetime thing for me. I have realized, and I don't mean this disrespectfully towards anybody, for the high percentage, you still have people like Tim, people like I can name a few others, but Tim's in here. I'm going to keep the others out of my mouth because I don't involve people. But Tim made it work for him. This lifetime stuff in the Philippines won't work for me. I am not a person, and I have nothing against whoever does it whatsoever. People always try to twist things that you say. I have no problem if that's what you do, but I have a big issue about building something and then leaving it. If you leave it to someone who is yours, your wife, what do you call when you're getting your engagement? Somebody that's really there, that you guys have built something together. It's a different story. Oh, she's in Bantayan. Ah, that's where she was. She's in Bantayan trying to find me an apartment. See, I told you, like a little room. Hey, man, listen, maybe maybe I can get a little something, a little piece of the action over there, fiance. If you have a fiance and you got a wife, and again, this is solely my opinion. I can understand she's been with you for a long haul. Now, people, to be fair, people have asked me, well, what happens if you guys have been together? Listen, all I can tell you, this is really not a jab at anything. I have seen some fucking foreigners here spending unnecessarily amount of money just for the flash, just for the fucking recognition. What in the hell do you need a 7-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 4-bedroom with a pool, with a jacuzzi? You never fucking leave the fucking living room. You never leave the goddamn kitchen. You're just building. It's compensation for where you lack. You know what I mean? There's no need to spend fucking $100,000 American dollars on a fucking house. Like it just blows my mind. And then a lot of these guys, if not all, because I had talked to Big E, I asked him, does he know of any? He says, I've only known of 1 or 2 people that have built businesses here, okay? And they all failed. Most people fucking fail. Why? Because the one that's running it is the freaking foreigner, and he always wants to run it. Let's just say that he builds a home and he wants to be an Airbnb. Then he builds it in a prestigious way. Then he wants the money back. No. You can't do shit like that. Listen, John, I'm telling you, this I ain't got no. See, he's been with his girlfriend for over 10 years now. Tim will leave. I'm pretty sure, again, he doesn't have to say nothing. Tim, this is not an attempt to get any info. Tim will probably leave 50% to her and 50% to his grandchildren or something. He'll leave her comfortably. Why? She's earned it. You know what I mean? Now, people say, well, what is she? Listen, there's a different way when you can tell when somebody's earning something and they're with you, and somebody uses you as an ends, a means to an end. You should know the red flags. John, you should see the amount of people. And again, Circus has been here, Tim's here. I can't believe the amount of fucking guys that are here building fucking homes just to fucking say, well, look where I'm at. Who the fuck cares? Like, really? Now people say, well, you're complaining because why would you take your hard-earned money and just throw it out the window for pussy? That's exactly what it is, because, and I'm going to tell you why. Before Maria left, we found a couple. We were talking to a couple. This guy says he paid, and I'm not joking, he paid about 300,000 American dollars on a home in the mountains. Okay, I don't know what $300,000 is American in Filipino pesos, but I can guarantee you that if it's 300,000, it's probably, I'm gonna say, guys, don't quote me. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say it on the high end. What, 15 million pesos? I'm just gonna say who. And he says. He was telling me, oh, it's a nice place. I just wish I would have just went smaller because, I just did it because I got caught in the moment. His wife was talking to Maria, and Maria was telling me after that, because Filipinos talk to each other. And she was telling me that the lady was really, really nice. And she says that she was like, the lady was like, the guy was inviting me to like this party and stuff, big bash and all these, all these expats go to. And I said, no, I'm okay, but thank you for inviting me. And she was telling her in her language, some of these guys, most, if not most of these guys, they're such assholes. Like they're and not in those words. They use Filipino words, they're just mean, they're disrespectful. They try to use each other for money. Will not work. Well, and you know what, Tim? And you know what, Tim? It may work if you do it the Filipino very minutely, like very small. Let her run or him run, whoever you have running it. Let them do it in something small and gradually grow it, and keep the prices Filipino prices. But a lot of these guys, they go out there, right, and says and throws, like, let's just say 2030 freaking technology into something. Then he's upset because he can only get 1,500 pesos a night. Well, bro, you just threw in 30 million fucking dollars in there. I mean, 30 million pesos in there. You think you're gonna start charging people 10,000 freaking? Dude, you gotta build the clientele. You gotta build the word of mouth. You gotta build it, And on the Maria thing, Maria always tells me, John, she really is. I'm the dumbass. You know that, man. I'm the dumbass. Oh, 17.7 million pesos. Tim, thank you. He spent 300,000. Now, what he said, what was he saying to me? Well, it'd be great if I can find somebody. Listen to what they say, because they all say this shit. You can watch them online. Well, if I could find somebody to, get a percentage, you're not going to get that fucking money back. Just like Popeye said about Stank Boy, you're not going to see that money again. None of what you guys invest in here, guys, the first thing you should not fall in love with is pussy. Don't fall in love with it. Don't fall in love with it until you put a ring on it, and even then, don't fall in love with it, because it's going to either betray you or it's not the pussy you fall in love with, man. It's the partner behind it. You know what I mean? And if let me tell you something. Most of these women either got girlfriends, boyfriends, or husbands. Most, not all, most. And a lot of them will blindside you with shit that you wouldn't even believe. Never mess with a married woman. I don't give a shit if that's, and again, my opinion. Never mess with a woman that keeps telling you, I don't have social media. I only use, this right here. I'm busy every week. Listen. If it's too good to be true, get the fuck out. There are plenty of women out here. Look at my title. I'd rather, and I got to fix that. I'd rather enjoy the moments Why? Because I see the fucking train wrecks on YouTube, and I thank all these twinkle toes out there saying all these things and how they think they're living. Let me tell you something. That is not living. That is deteriorating and rotting away. For the most part of them, they're just rotting away, and they have nothing left behind at home, again, for the most part. So they'll give it to somebody else and said, I'm not going to take it with me, let me just enjoy what I enjoy here in my way, like Frank Sinatra says, I did it my way. That's perfectly fine. But they'll be the first ones online saying how great they're living. They're not living great, they're just dying slowly away. You know what I mean? And me, I thank you, and I thank all the twinkle toes out there, reminding me how not to live, for continual prosperity. Tim, it really is. And you know what, Tim? One of the biggest things here that I see a lot is accountability. Be honest to yourself, not you or me or all of us. We need to be honest to ourselves. Like me, I could live here 3 or 5 years. But after that, I'm done. I think I'd be done after 2 or 3. It's not because I can't make it here. It's what's that word? I think Tim or John, or Circus. Give me that word. It's transactional. Is that what it is? Everything's transactional. But here, everybody will rub shoulders with you because you're the foreigner. But once they get what they want from you, and I'm being honest, man, you don't mean a fucking thing to these people. You'll never be a part of the family. You'll always be an extension of everything. You are only going to be the means to an end. Listen, even Maria she says it to my face. She goes, that's why I've never asked you for anything, Nico, because if you want to share something with me, it's because you want to share, because I appreciate everything you have done for me and my son and how my family loves you, because you're just who you are. You don't try to buy them. You don't try to impress them. You're just who you are. Guys, even her family, they're like, he is very hard to understand. You know what I mean? And she's like, I never have to explain to my family, Nico, the way you are. Now, if they ask me, because I talk a certain way, so they think that every time I talk, I get angry. And now we see, get to know me, and now I am me to them. And then when others meet me, they immediately say, no, no, Nico's not like that. No, no, Nico's like this. No, Nico's so good. I don't try to pretend to be something, and then just fall in love with a piece of ass, and all of a sudden I gotta buy her a house, I gotta buy her a sorry store, I gotta get her property. No, the fuck I don't. No, no, you don't have to do that. Now, if you wanted to do something small because you're gonna be here for 5 or 10 years and you're probably gonna die, then invest in a little thing for her, give it to her. Give it to her. Something like 100 square meters, something nice and comfortable, 2 or 3 bedrooms, something nice, man. You're not inviting why would you buy a home for anybody or buy yourself a home and then bitch and complain because you got to repair it, or because people are visiting, or because the only people that come over your house to visit are the people that are taking it? Why would you extremely go overboard just a bit? See, again, and I see that a lot on YouTube. People that complain, oh, yeah, she's got her family here, she's got the barangay here, and I just got to stay in my own little corner. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's my home. Y'all motherfuckers got to go. And if you can't be a real man or stand up and say, hey, listen, I don't like a lot of people here, and be honest to yourself, say, hey, I don't need this. I don't sit home. I take my scooter. Today I'm going to stay home because I got to do laundry, do the bed sheets and shit. Hey, hold on. The lady's here for the bed sheets. Give me 1 second. All right, all right, all right. And I even took the extra time real quick. I'm like breathing a little heavy because I had to run around. I want to show freak lady got me. Look what you got me. Ready? I want something to do with ocean life. Rah. Fucking hammerhead, sharks, whales, reef sharks, blue tail. This is where the fucking toma. This is where the magic fucking happens, bitches. And then I gotta grab this. I'll do my own shit, you know. This is where the fucking magic happens, bitches. Yeah. So I was like, little fucking sharks. Now let me look. Let me look back to what Tim said. Tim, I'm gonna say we always gonna, not me and you. We don't care. Me and you are like whatever. It's true. Because it's a truth. Tim, you hit it dead on a fucking nail. Dead on a nail. You need to find and be with a woman that can pull her own weight. Now, listen, if you're going to sit there, not you, but people are going to sit there in social media and tell you, well, I don't want her to work. Well, you want a slave. That's what you want. Well, she doesn't have to work. Let me tell you something. The moment you take away a Filipina's way of being, she will never be the same woman you found. You are trying to change her into something else. Now, if it is her choice, okay, and she wants to be a housewife, but then she's only out there sucking your dick and she ain't even cleaning the fucking house. And she's always out there with her friends, inviting her friends over, and they're outside fucking having Red Horse, or they're outside shooting the shit on their fucking phones. She don't do a fucking thing, or she barely does anything to fucking keep, like, to do anything in the house. Then you're the fucking problem. You see what I'm saying? Women, the Filipina women love to work. They love to work. They aim to please. And I am not an expert. I'm watching most of you fucking morons failing out here, because that's exactly it. You guys are failing. You guys are not accomplishing a fucking thing. The amount of men that come here and say, I got this girl. You got eye candy is what you got. Now listen, am I hating on a guy that's like 75, 80 years old, 65, 75, and he's got his little chicken, Chiquita banana, fucking 25, 30? Bro, get your shit, man. Get it and get it good. But dude, don't invest in it, because I'm going to tell you something. The first fucking stroke, that woman is not going to be there. And if she is, she's making sure that you're leaving her something behind before anything. Guys, I have been speaking to a few women for like 5 to 6 years. I ain't bought no woman no fucking land. Does she hang out? Did they all hang out with me? Yep. Do I pay when they hang out with me? Yep. I invited them. Do they go Yep. They go everywhere with me. Do they even try to ask me for fucking money? Nope. And it ain't me talking shit. I'll tell you if a fucking woman asks me for 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 20,000. Dude, none of these women ask. You know why? Because I don't open the doors to that. When they start telling me sob stories about their cat and their dog, or their barangay chief needs to do a collection because the whole neighborhood, or Lola, bro, that's not my family, man. I'll never be part of that family. And if I marry you, we are now our family. Your family is not my family. My family is not your family. We are the family. Everything else is an extension. So this is why I don't have these headaches. You know what I mean? If I want to go out and pay for pussy, I can do that. Do I have to? No, man. I got women I talk to now, I hang out with, and we hang out together. And when I want some ass, they want it just as much as you. Now, are they under the expectations that clarify that shit every time you're together? When I introduce Maria, she is my best friend. I don't sit there and glow and make her glow in the eyes of the Filipino that don't give a flying fuck about her. All they care about is, Mom, do you have a baby with him? Mom, do you have land? Mom, do you have store? Mom, do you own land again over there? That's all they give a fuck about for the most part here. I'm telling you. So what do? I don't sugarcoat shit. If she's offended, I take her aside and I said, did I say something I wasn't supposed to say? Then you're good. She's like, no, I think, they're always going to be uncomfortable about something that you did not say, because here they take it pridely in stature, So the next Filipina has to be hamburguera than the next one. And what I mean by hamburguera, for those people out there that don't understand the word, is one has to gloat and be on a higher standing field than the other one. So if one has a car that's a Toyota, the other one's got a Lexus. The one that has the Lexus, the other one's got a Bentley. The Bentley has a Ferrari. The Ferrari has what do you call the Lamborghini? The Lamborghini now is a Chiron. It's one of those and again, you got a house. I have an apartment. I mean, you got an apartment. I have a house. You got a house. I got a mansion. You got a mansion. I owe the Taj Mahal. It's always fucking something. You know what I mean? And these guys out here all bragging about, look what I got, look what I bought her. She deserves this. The fuck she does, man. You should have gotten yourself a nice little apartment. You should have just stayed there or bought yourself a little piece of land, just something small, build something enough for you, stay the amount of time that you can, and leave. You're gonna lease the land because you don't own shit on the land. You lease the land. Everything else belongs to somebody else. So yeah, let's get really directly to that shit, because some of these guys are like, yeah, I leased the land, and yeah, but what's on it is not yours. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't take it with you. You're leasing the land, which belongs to somebody else. So 25 years, 50 years of leasing land, you'll be pretty much fucking dead by the time. So you leave it to somebody else. So all these guys bragging about, well, I own land. No, the fuck you don't. You lease the land. Okay. You may own, in your eyes, you own what's on the land because you are leasing. You put it in a backpack and take it. You don't own shit. Everything that you have here will always belong to the person that is with you. Or if you die and they're smart, they exactly, oh yeah, I've been with him. You can't prove otherwise. So the lady next door can come over and say, oh, Twinkle Toes died. So yeah, no, I was with him. And you know what? All she has to do is follow procedures because it's Filipino. Filipino will always help Filipino. And everything you have is now somebody else's. Now, if you're okay with that, spending 300,000, 200,000, 100,000 on a house and say, hey, I don't care where it goes, bro, that says a lot about shit. If you got all that money to throw around, you shouldn't be worried about, how much a washing machine costs, or how much it costs to do the floor, or how much it costs to rent a nice little 3-star, 4-star, not a mold infested place and complain about it all day. And Tim, you deserve the eye candy, but see, your eye candy is in your on your side for 10 years, okay? And she is not married. She doesn't bring all this extra unnecessary baggages. Everybody has baggage, okay? The amount of baggage you will allow shouldn't be on somebody else's field. That's what I'm going to say right there. If I'm with Maria, let's just say me and Maria get together. It's not it's me and her. I'm telling you, I love our friendship. That's as far as I think I'll ever take it. But let's just say we get together. My man, she's got a 15-year-old son. That's it. No baggage. She works part-time. Okay. She does her own little thing. Okay. That woman, I don't remember the last time that woman, you know what? The other day, she asked me for my little change bag so she can get, some rice at 7-Eleven. Let me see. She wanted the rice and the gravy. And she says, I want to get some Gatorade. And I ended up buying this. Let me tell you something. I'm not what do you call that thing? I am not promoted by them. Guys, if you're in the Philippines, there's another brand that's cheaper, that it works just as good. This is some good fucking water. I have like 8 of them. They were like 85 pesos, 75 pesos. This right here, I'm telling you, but get the cheap knockoff brand. This is the most expensive. The other one is bigger and it's 65 pesos. It's not about the 20. It's about if you're gonna buy 6 or 7 bottles, and it's all the same. The other one tastes better than this too. It's not because it's sugary. So when I drive around, instead of I drink water or this. And if I want to drink a fucking Tanduay or something, I'll grab like a Tanduay or a fucking Jack Daniel and I'll put it in the thing. But this is really good. This is really good. So save that picture. Let me see. Let me go back real quick. And I apologize because I'm doing the bed sheets as well. Let me look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Stank is experienced already. He's experienced at giving in. Laura Lee, God bless. God bless you. How you doing? I always trying to I'll do there. Listen, 100% Tim. And the thing is, it's in front of your fucking eyes. So how do you not see that shit? That's why, in a lot of these guys, let me see, Maria. Yeah, you're right, Tim. I also look for, I am waiting that Nico get me a house and a lot resort because he's my very good friend. See, I am her best friend, and she will always try to get the resort. She will always try to get the land. She wants a land in her hometown. She says, maybe I can open up a store there and down in the city, Nico. And I said, hey, that sounds like a really good idea. That's what friends are for. Original Flying Circus, Nico and Stank was friends. I'm telling you, I saw them last 3 years. Stank was hugging Nico. Hey, Maria, don't share that shit, Because Stank got the life, baby. Stank got that life, man. He's got the hand-me-down woman. He's got the caretaker that's there for a lifetime. And all he wanted to do was hug me. Oh, shit. You want to visit? Hey, listen, you can visit me here anytime. I'm telling you, man, everything that's been coming out of that guy's mouth for the higher part has been things that I have said, things that I have been doing. Listen, I don't give a flying fuck if he wants to be somebody's means to an end. I don't care. That's your business, But me, listen, if you're gonna say it right, man, I'm gonna repeat it again. Mabuhay, bitches, mabuhay. That's what you say, man. Don't be using my fucking words, you little shit, and then say it wrong. That's what I don't care what the fuck you say. See, Nico was happy. He remembered. Listen. I remember the odor of old man. I could never forget. You get to a certain age, and then when you're that small, you have to, you gotta kind of reach down and kind of hug them in a way that you're gonna end up getting the smell off. You can't. And then I had to go, take care of business and shower and stuff because you can't get that old man smell off of him. You can't. Hey, Circus, how much you think I'm gonna pay for this one, huh? You guys get me all wired up, and all of a sudden I'm gonna get oh. I can't even step on it. I'm so nervous. What the hell now? Maria, you're a bad influence. You're a bad influence, Maria. Circus, bad influence. John S., you're probably the best of the bunch. Laura Lee, I think I tried to stay. Listen, Laura Lee, thank you for that. It is hard to look this fucking beautiful. Listen. Listen, Linda, listen. It is hard to look this fucking beautiful, okay? And even with these teeth like this, it's heart-wrenching to be this fucking hot. And then the only thing they ever see is your fucking teeth. Who the fucking care? Best one. This is the fucking best one. Hey, Stank, don't worry about where my mouth has been. There's not a woman that I haven't touched until after the age of 22, 23 that hasn't had a dick inside of her. All right. So I don't portray myself as walking around and slaying virgins. But before you talk about where my mouth has been, and that's your problem. Your mouth has been in many places, and your dick hasn't been in many places at all because you're deprived of many things. So you're so worried about what other men is doing with their mouth. Remember, the women I deal with on a daily basis are not virgins, but they have one kid. Worry about where your butu gets her uten. Remember that. Just in case you don't know what that means, ask your caretaker. Worry about where her butu's been. Don't worry about my butu. Because the difference is my butu has less miles than your 65 beat up Chevy. Remember that shit. Let's not compare fucking oranges to oranges because you will never be at the standard that I am. And you know what? You may have a house. You may have gotten all that because of the death of your brother, okay? But you had all that given to you. You didn't work for it. Everybody else worked for it, right? And I might be below financially, but I live economically better and happier than you'll ever live. Remember that. When you do comparison there, Twinkle Toes, just remember there's no comparison. All right, because you'll be dead and gone or deported and dead and gone in the next 5 or 6 years. I'll still be here thriving and still getting women with less miles than what you have. Remember that. Remember. Since you like to sing tunes, I did it my way. It's usually the ones that have a lot to say are usually the ones that don't do anything. They don't get laid. They don't really eat pussy. They worry about everybody else getting laid. They worry about everybody else getting pussy. They worry about how everybody else is eating, because the only thing you can afford is oatmeal and blueberries. So then everybody else has got to eat. And then all the vitamins. And you still got to go to the doctor since it's free maintenance. Bro, you're about at that level of death. You just don't know it. Remember that. Since you wish so much death on people, remember, you are no further from death than most of the people that you wish it on. And most of these people are going to outlive you, bro. Most of these people will outlive you while you're still talking. We'll be out there living and you'll be dead. You'll be dead. It's fine. Oh, sorry. I'm doing the pillows. So yeah, like I said, say it right. Mabuhay, bitch. Mabuhay, bitches. Say it right. And remember, worry about your caretaker's buto. Don't worry about anybody else's buto. But see, that's the life you have here. Remember that there, Twinkle Toes? Your life is watching everybody else live. Remember that. That's your life. So, me, I'm living, my man. I'm living. And you'll still be there hating. You'll still be there envying. You'll still be there watching everybody else living and then finding things to say off of their channel that are so insignificant, but yet you watch everything they all do. And most of us are fucking living, man. I'll show you what the bed looks like, bitches, in a little bit. I'm almost done. But yeah, like I said, that's enough. That's enough of giving him enough attention. I was laughing when they were telling me the messages. They were like, brah, he's talking about this about you. And I'm like, why? I didn't say nothing about the fucking guy. But since he likes attention, I'll give him a little bit here and there. And then he'll cry because nobody else gives him any more fucking attention. And then he'll say, oh, it's because we're all afraid. Afraid of what? The wind will come by and break him and give him a concussion. The wind alone will do everything for us, All right. Let me see. I'm going to tell you, Tim, I like to cook my own meals. I have, I'm going to upload some videos later, Tim. I even like making, we started Carrie. Let me just say we, because she hangs out with me. Me and the ladies, Tim, that I hang out with, we started carrying a portable rice cooker. Like, I got to talk low because some places don't allow rice cookers because they serve like dinner and stuff here, but I like to cook my own food. I'm not cheap. I can fucking go out and eat a fucking top-notch fucking really good meal anywhere. There's no need because they don't cook it like you fucking want, man. They always cook it their way, man. And it's bland. There's no fucking flavor. If I'm gonna eat for a heart attack, I want a heart attack, mother effers, But they don't do it, so I'd rather just work things. So Tim, I like to cook. I like to do my dinners. Hold on. Now I'm gonna show you. I gotta make sure because multitask. I gotta multitask. And look at that. When the next girl comes later, she's gonna come later. All right, check it out. She'll come later. She's like, hey. Are the sheets clean? Oh yeah. The other sheets from the other girl. Look at. That's just see right there. That's what I'm talking about. Look. Ah shit. Look. Ah shit. Hold on. And then I'll take my blanket and throw it on top. And then tonight I'll be like, hold it to the wall. Toma. Yeah. What's my name, bitch? What's my name? No. Listen, I fuck around and talk shit like that, but to each their own. It really just blows my mind how people are like. You're supposed to be living and enjoying, and most of these guys are either spending money on things they shouldn't even fucking be spending. And you know what they justify it as? Well, it's my money. Oh yeah, you're right. It's your money. You came over here to throw it away. Hey, you can, if you came here to throw it away, then why are you online bitching about it and why it costs and why it costs this and why do I got to pay that and what? Fuck that. Like I said, I thank all these old guys coming out here, just coming to die. That don't live. They don't live, and they want to teach you how to live, and they want to tell you how to live. And let me tell you, this is like the fourth resort that I have hit in a month, and I love EBC. The one that I like the best so far was the one in Moel Boel. That one I really liked it. This time, again, Maria's looking into Bantayan. I'm looking into Camotes. I'm looking in the Oro, Camigan Island. I'm looking at Subic Bay. We're going to be, like I said, we're going to be going to different places. And, you know, I was asked yesterday, somebody asked me yesterday, sir, do you take, because I was down at the end of the street, there's a place. And they were asking, I said, sir, do you take that scooter everywhere? I said, I take that girl everywhere. Wherever I can take that scooter, I pack my backpack, put it inside the scooter and in the top box. I take that girl everywhere. The only thing, hospital corners. You know, I tried. Listen, look at. I tried, but it's kind of tight. You know, it's really nice and tight. So I tried, but I couldn't do. But I will. I know what you mean. I just thought about it. You're talking about the sheet on top. Yes, hospital corners. If you can't drop a fucking quarter on that thing, it is not done right. You got to drop a quarter on that girl. Hey, Laura Lee, I couldn't answer because I'm on the live show, so I'm sorry. The scooter does pay for it really does. You know, I haven't filled that scooter up in about a week, and I use that scooter, but I also got the scooter that has the bigger tank. I maintain them. It was practically brand new. It only had 5,200 kilometer miles. I got it at a really good deal. We just finalized all the paperwork last month. Everything's good. It took us a little longer because it was a transfer of ownership. I helped them. It helped them, and it helped me to get a brand new scooter, so they don't have to continue making the payments. And I got a brand new fucking scooter. You see what I'm saying? And at the price that we got it, you could not ask for anything. I'm telling you, which is like it was meant to be. I am not paying. And again, sometimes it's good to take a bus because there's certain places that that you cannot take the scooter. That's okay. I'll rent when I get there like that. But for most, you can pretty much almost take your scooter anywhere. Never take relationship advice from someone who has been divorced. Listen, I 100%. And you know what? Everybody brings a little bit to the table, but not these characters like that. No. And listen, if you got married once and it didn't work, it's okay. You got married twice and it didn't work, you should stop. And again, to each their own. If you got to marry 4 or 5 times and then you want to give freaking relationship advice, no, you're good, man. You're good. Don't tell me nothing. I'll listen to you. You know, out of respect, I may listen to you, but depending who it is. If it's some character that's like, oh, listen, I told a guy the other day, I was here. This is my 3rd day. I'm leaving today. And I was talking, I was at 7-Eleven getting just a few dollars, you know, and there was a guy talking to me and he said, wow, you seem like a nice guy. You know, I say, I'm not as nice. And I said like that, I said, I'm not as nice as you think. We can have a conversation, but it all depends on what you ask me that ends the conversation. When people start asking you here about your kids, your family, what you do for work, what you need to do, I will get 50 kilometers per liter. I have to, you know what? Let me show, no, I can't. It's on, if I leave too close to here, I would have to switch I'll do a video. Thank you, Tim, because you have asked me numerous times. I'm going to do an updated video on everything on what I have. And I got to find out how many, well, let me do this. Hey, go Bubble Sisters in the freaking house. Give me 1 second, because you know me. Average. I'm gonna put average because remember here in the Philippines, you got mountains, you got everything. So average mileage on here. You're going around mountains right here. So the average it says, but I have a little computer screen that tells me all that. Okay, so you get more. you get more. I have a 160, Tim. So it ranges on the higher end. It's 45 kilometers a liter. 85, excuse me, 35 to 45. So on the lower end, I get 35. 45 on the higher end. Now, if you maintain them, if you don't overpack them, you can get the 45. You can get, I get between 35 and 40 average. It says on a full tank, you approximately get, in real world use, see, on real world usage, you approximately get about 60, but most people overpack them. So it's a totally different, totally different, ball game. Let me see, on a full tank, it says, let me see, average, right here on a full tank. Let me do that on a full tank. Okay, so the average distance you can go, I can get, if not overpacked and not going around like a lot of mountains, 280 to 350 kilometers on a full tank of gas. So the chances of me traveling that in one day, I'm not going to lie to you. Uh, I did 5 hours one time I got actually a couple of months ago. I did 5 hours. I think I put on like 200, 300 kilometers. It may be a little more. Again, this is just, I don't remember exactly, but I know I did 200 or 300. That's a long fucking distance here. It really, that's a lot. 5 hours on a scooter. I had to stop every hour. We actually stopped and stayed about a couple hours. We actually made it. It took us about 7 hours to do a 5 hour trip because we kept stopping. Let me tell you something, man. I don't care how young you are. Remember when you're young, your ass don't hurt as much. And as you get older, man, your ass hurt, man. Your ass hurts, man. So I gotta tell you, and I'm gonna keep saying it through the whole video till I'm done. I'll do a 1 hour mark. Thank you all out there that are just being stupid with your money, throwing it at pussy, ruining yourselves out here because you gotta buy to impress. Thank you, because it shows me all the stupid things you all do. Don't do it. I'm telling you. And you know what? People are gonna, well, you can't really say it's stupid. For the higher end, you're stupid. There is percentage of men and women that make it here, and they're smart. Instead of spending 100,000, they spent 30,000, got themselves a little land, built a little something for the next to 30, and that is it. Nice 2 or 3 bedroom. Every foreigner that I have met here, I've talked to Australian, UK, German, and they're all hooked up with the little eye candy, the little friggin' trophy cases. They all are fucking buying 3 hectares, 1 hectare, like 500, 900 square meters to build a fucking mansion, and they only stay on one side of the fucking house. For the most part, they do. They do. That is the truth, Laura Lee. But you gotta, and again, I'm not one to give any advice. I can only tell you what has worked for me. You gotta be honest to yourself, and you can't surround yourself by negative fucking people. What I just did in this show, Laura Lee, I had fun with John S. I had fun with Flying Circus, but I don't make Twinkle Toes in my life or these guys in my life. Is what I don't do. I don't make them my life. I like showing you videos. I do an upload here and there and have fun, but people generally suck. But you got to surround yourself with good people, and they're not always have to be perfect people. They just have to be good people. Because if everybody was so fucking perfect, we wouldn't have half the fucking problems that we do. Guys, if you start losing reception, let me know, because I'm just doing something in the room while I'm talking to you. Message John S. I messaged Circus. I talked to a few other people outside, and I talked to people in here. Media, like inside. You like, and I see a lot of wreck champ 3.5 million. I lost 7 million. One of these things that people have done to themselves inflicted. And since fucked up mistakes, they want you to pay. That's in everything you do, Laura Lee, whether you're whether I'm in Florida, whether I'm in the Philippines, travel to. If you're staying in a place 6 months, a year, I'm going to be here for about a year. I like it here. It sucks because you start letting other people's actions and what they say about you control, because we still are, we're in breed. I honestly, for the 99.9%, little things may irritate me, but they don't bother me in a sense. Like, nothing anybody says about my fucking my weight, if I'm skinny, walk, do I got two toes? I don't care. Why? Because the day that I'm it is my last moments and I'm laying down, I'm gonna still be surrounded by good people that have been friends or people that we have surrounded ourselves with. And I close my eyes. Do you think about what people were saying about my teeth, my face? Teeth that are, I got every other tooth in my fucking mouth, and the people talking about me have barely fucked teeth are all fucked up, but they're gonna talk about me. Or the people that are fucking wrinkled up fucking prunes are the ones saying he's an ugly fat Puerto Rican. A flying fuck. When I rest my eyes on my last day, do you think that I'm gonna remember the people trying to hurt my feelings? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Erica asked if I was single. I am single, but it's by choice, because I don't want a life. Have I wrecked other women's life? I played a part in wreckage. I have played a part. But one thing I never say negative about me is me being a dad. I can say it's hard for fucking, nobody can ever come back and say, yeah, but did he ever not? No, he's been a good dad. He's tried a good dad. We're not all perfect, but there's a way for him as a dad. As a fuck. Man, I will fucking 50-50 or a good guy. They see Tim promised the only father. Sorry, she does get under my. She does, because she has anxiety because I ride that. Like, I'm not, but I'm very careful. A lot of anxiety. So music, and she starts to get nervous. I don't. I gotta work on because her anxiety. She doesn't need medication like that. She's just so. I think that's it. I think I talked about as much as I could. I mean, I got a little bit more. I got till 1 hour, until the 1 hour mark. But I got to tell you, I'm having a good. I'm looking with Elise. 90 days, 4 months or 6 months. If I do leave, it'll be like October. That'll be a year. I miss, but I'm still up in the. I'm still up in the skin. Up in the thought. I think come back because of so I'm not going to come back here for a couple of more years. You know what I mean? There's no need to rush back unless it's an extreme emergency. And I'm doing things here so that way I can lay down after I'm done talking to y'all, because I got to do a bunch of videos. You're going in and okay. How about now? That's what she said. You're going in and out, Nico. I said, that's the way it's supposed to be, bitches. Hopefully it sounds better now. Hopefully. And again, my apologies. Every time I try to go to the bathroom, that's what friggin' happens. Every single time. But I'm gonna tell you, guys, come here if you like it in the Philippines. Uh, enjoy yourself. Find yourself a nice little lady. Listen, whatever you choose, just be mindful. Don't get complacent. Uh, if an 80-year-old guy can get pussy from a 20-year-old guy, a 40, 50, 60-year-old guy can get plenty of it. So stop falling in love with it. Stop trying to buy it. If you try to buy it, that's half your fucking problem. Stop castrating yourselves when you get off the fucking plane. Be men, man. These women want men. They don't want, well, they want men in a bank. They don't want a girly man that says, okay, okay, no, but you look good in Gucci. Oh, I can get, yeah, you know what? Give me 200,000 pesos for the Gucci first. Then she'll take your fucking money and go to the Okay. Or she'll go to the friggin' in Cologne at the market, or she'll go down where they sell all the fucking knockoffs and then come back and sit and buy her whole family 42 fucking purses and some land, a little piece of land, and then says, look, I just got that Gucci purse you wanted. And she's showing you the knockoff, you know? I mean, well, you know what I am to her? Let me see. No, Maria, bring Nico and a video camera. I'm gonna tell you. That I am her videographer. I lie to you not. I do so many videos about her, and she gets so much hate. Listen to this. This is how I'm telling you that I listen and pay attention, and I ask the right fucking questions. That woman gets so much hate on her social media and on her social media pages, okay? Because the people that have never spoken to her in 10 or 15 years are seeing her smile. They're seeing her have fun. And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. You guys out there that think it cannot be done, I get pussy hand over fist. This is not about bragging. This is not about embellishing. I get pussy hand over fist, okay? She has such a good life, okay? And not once has that woman given me a piece of ass, okay? We hang out. We're friends, man. I don't cross that line. But she also doesn't cross that line and says, you can't go with that girl. She's the one that actually says, be careful. She sounds nice. There's things that I don't share with people because it's nobody's fucking business. But I tell people the fucking truth. One thing I don't do is hide behind shit. She is my wingman, man. She is my best friend. And that's exactly where it is. What another person may consider a best friend, I didn't have to fucking buy her a house. I didn't have to fucking pay all her bills or any of her bills. I didn't have to fucking buy her nothing. She hustles on her own. If I invite her, I paid. You see? And everybody says, well, we both benefit. And I'll tell you why. I have somebody I can trust. I don't have to worry about somebody stealing my money. I have a translator. She fights for the prices. We hang out together. She gets the best of two worlds. She pays her bills and doesn't have to worry about anything because now she can travel with me and I can pay the cost of traveling, and she will keep me safe and I will keep her safe, and we keep each other comfortable and safe. And I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to sit there and say, I'm going to invite Conchita over. And no, she can't come over. She's like, just call me. I'll head home for a couple of days. And go. That's it, man. That is what works for me. Everyone's like, well, that's unfair. No, there's benefits on both sides. Trust me, there is. She's gone to places that she could probably have never gone because she couldn't afford it. Truth of the matter, that's exactly how it works. And the benefit is treat them with respect and be open and honest. And it could work. It may not work for all you guys because some of you guys are pretty good at fucking lying. Not pretty good. You guys are experts at lying. And then you're bitching and complaining for the accountability that you have to get. Because now you got to pay the price. You got to pay the fucking piper. Now the brother or the uncle's looking for you because you're hurting her because you're lying to her. She expected marriage. Don't lie to them, man. Just be honest with them. All right. So I want to thank John S. I want to thank Tim. I want to thank Maria. I want to thank Go Sister. I want to thank Flying, the infamous, the notorious, the America's Most Wanted Flying Circus, and all the lurkers in the background. Make sure you get everything right, and make sure that if you have any questions, please let me know. Keep watching my videos because that's what you're doing. You're out there watching everything that I'm doing, and then commenting and trying to imitate or trying to even live a quarter of what I'm living, which is real life. And don't forget there, Twinkle Toes, it's said, Mabuhay, bitches. Peace.